There is a genetic reason why certain nations around the world are born with a different fighting instinct. Deep in the heart of East Asia, the bloodline of the horsemen who shattered the walls of the world's great civilizations in the 13th century still runs strong. Yes, we're talking about the genetic legacy of Genghis Khan. The Mongols did not fight simply to win. They fought to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. And tonight, that brutal genetic inheritance is being perfectly embodied by one name that is tearing through the global MMA scene, Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu. He is not just another fighter, he is the modern-day embodiment of the fearless Mongolian cavalry that once conquered much of the known world. But before his name echoed through grand arenas, Enkh-Orgil's story was one of quiet endurance. He was born from the harshness of the steppe, raised in suffocating poverty that forced him to spend his youth under the blazing sun and clouds of cement dust, working as a construction laborer. That was where the first secret behind his greatness was forged. MMA observers often look only at training inside the gym, without realizing that Enkh-Orgil's monstrous physical strength was shaped by sledgehammer blows, lifting hundreds of kilograms of cement and years of back-breaking labor. That brutal work built an unusual bone density and a core as hard as steel. While other fighters built their muscles with expensive supplements in modern gyms, Enkh-Orgil built his through the suffering of life. The course of his destiny changed when he decided to channel all of his anger and energy onto the mat. When he entered the world of MMA, he did not arrive armed with flashy, aesthetically pleasing techniques. Instead, he brought a fighting style that was raw, relentless, and suffocating, much like his ancestors when they laid siege to enemy fortresses. Inside the cage, Enkh-Orgil's greatest weapons are his seemingly endless cardio and his almost unbelievable durability. From a tactical standpoint, he is a master at cutting off space. He constantly marches forward through storms of punches, absorbing impact as if it means nothing, before firing back with punishing dirty boxing combinations and powerful takedowns rooted in Bug, Mongolia's traditional wrestling style and the very foundation of his strength. But when we talk about the moment Enkh-Orgil first started turning heads, One Friday Fights 13 is the answer. That was where he faced Filipino fighter Adonis Sevillano. As a wrestling specialist, Enkh-Orgil clearly tried to score takedowns and drag Sevillano into a ground fight. But Sevillano was not an easy opponent. Even so, Enkh-Orgil adapted and used his own aggression as a weapon.
Right away! Nice uppercut! Again from Orgil. Difficult to fight it. The pressure is just relentless. What can Sevillano do?
Although he was unable to defeat Sevillano, Enkh-Orgil was declared the winner of the match. However, Enkh-Orgil began to draw attention when he showcased his skills at One Friday Fight 17, where he faced Rocky Baatarkhuu. The reason was clear. Enkh-Orgil's aggressive attacks forced Baatarkhuu to suffer a first-round defeat.
Combination complete. Look for him to do that. Transition back to his takedowns. Successful fall.
Orgil's doing a good job utilizing those grounded knees. A little bit of movement, circle out here, get back to that explosive counter strike into those knees. Those knees changing levels, but Baatarkhuu's trying to get him out. Let's see if he can survive. Mere seconds.
This descendant of Genghis Khan became even more ferocious at One Fight Night 13, when he faced Janlo Mark Sangyao. Although Sangyao dominated the first round, Enkh-Orgil managed to turn things around in the second.
Forced to hit the defense. He's had a couple of his opponents and jumped on. Now to try to get Sangyao. Straight right hand landed by Baatarkhuu. Yeah, Baatarkhuu.
are not going in. It's not going there it is. It's deep.
Carlo Boominaang also suffered a submission loss against Enkh-Orgil at One Fight Night 24. Admittedly, Boominaang looked tough early in the fight, but Enkh-Orgil finished him with precision.
You can see that from the switches, little twitches of that hip to set up that big left roundout. He's utilizing that strength, that mental fortitude, and that's something he's been focused on here. Let's see if he can single other fight. He's got down there in the first round, latest the second. He's a finisher. Pace at which this fight is being dictated at. He's forcing Boominaang to back up. Drops.
And this is a position that Boominaang wants to get out of quickly, because this is without
be worried about creating some kind of offense for himself.
We are now under a minute remaining in the fight. If you are Carlo Boominaang, Mitch, can Baatarkhuu finish off Boominaang, or will we go to the scorecards? And we will. Well, Boominaang.
Moving on to One Fight Night 27, Enkh-Orgil faced Ecuadorian fighter Aaron Cañarte. From the very beginning, Enkh-Orgil dominated the fight until a Kimura lock forced Cañarte to tap out.
It's a great group of fighters, a lot of pros, as Enkh-Orgil spins with the back kick, goes inside, gets into the body lock, looking for the takedown here, drags Cañarte to the ground. A great separation. Haru
Have finished right here in one championship. Looking to take Cañarte this. Can Baatarkhuu finish off Cañarte? Oh my goodness, how Cañarte is surviving this. Unbelievable. And it's over.
And the peak of Enkh-Orgil's career finally began at One Fight Night 38. Here, he was challenged by Brazilian fighter Fabricio Andrade. Andrade did dominate early in the fight, but midway through, Enkh-Orgil turned things around and even forced Andrade to submit in round 4. What makes a descendant of Genghis Khan like Enkh-Orgil so terrifying is the psychological side. They carry a no-way-back mentality. In their bloodline, surrender is the greatest disgrace. That is why, when you watch Enkh-Orgil fight, you are not watching an athlete chasing judges' points. You are watching a warrior ready to take over your territory.
And this is a position that Boominaang wants to get out of quickly.
His clinch game and top control are suffocating, making his opponents feel as though they are being crushed beneath the Altai Mountains. He is the living definition of pure physical endurance, a combination of the genetic destiny of world conquerors and the lingering grit forged by the harsh realities of construction work. Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu proves that although the times have changed and swords have been replaced by boxing gloves, the predatory instinct of a Mongol has never truly disappeared.